Good evening, everyone. My name is Leena Pradhan-Napstick. I am the CEO and one of the co-founders of CanoMiks. Just raise your hand if you or anyone you know has ever used any dietary supplements or functional foods. Do you know if they work? Do you know how they work? Exactly. And that's the problem that we are trying to solve. So we are an interdisciplinary B2B company. We are at the intersection of genomics, bioinformatics, data analytics, machine learning, nutrition, and wellness. We have developed a proprietary technology called GeneTune. And using GeneTune, we can certify the ingredients that get used in dietary supplements, as well as design recipes to develop those dietary supplements. The original IP was developed in the lab of my co-founder, Dr. Manoj Bhasin, at Bethesda Deaconess Medical Center, and all three of his co-founders are still on faculty at Harvard Medical School. So we know that this dietary supplement market is huge. Just in the US, the whole functional food market is 100 billion, and the dietary supplement market is about 40 billion. But there are a lot of challenges. I just asked you a question, do you know how they work? And a lot of consumers face that problem. You go see the shelf at Whole Foods and it's full of product. How do you know what to buy? Do you know if they work? A lot of times I hear that, I know maybe they work, maybe they don't, but I know they don't hurt. You don't know that, right? But the industry too understands that there is a problem that they need to solve because their customers are asking for science-based products. But then their customers are also following trends. One year it's coconut oil, the next year it's chia seeds. So how do you go about product development? R&D can be very expensive, especially if done in-house. One of the biggest problems that we learned in this industry is around the ingredients that get used in the products. There is no standardization of the ingredients. My PhD is in pharmacology. When I found out that there is no standardization, I was appalled. But again, companies are trying their best to do that. There are problems with contaminants. We had a call with the FDA. They said that we are a team of 25 people in the dietary supplement division, and we have to enforce regulations on a $40 billion industry. That's a big problem. Clinical trials can be expensive. Companies who want to do that, if they haven't done their basic work, it can be expensive. And believe it or not, just 2 days ago, the FDA put out a notice about making the regulations really stringent around dietary supplements. So there are all these stakeholders now coming together to figure out how do we regulate, at the same time do not put burden on the companies. So this is our value proposition. I'm not going to go into the details of our technology, but our technology enables exceptional efficacy in targeting chronic conditions or general wellness dietary supplements. And we can also really certify the ingredients that get used using our technology. It's the same technology, but different use cases. How are we using, what's our strategy? So in this industry, there is no fine line between the different stakeholders in the supply chain. A manufacturer can be a marketer can be a supplier. So those are all our customers. Again, we are a B2B company right now. At some point, we may become B2C. So we are doing two things with our technology. We can design the recipes for these formulations, and we are then licensing them. We have already licensed four of our recipes. But when we licensed them, our customer came back and said, hey, where should I source the ingredients from? And we didn't know at that time where to source them from. Because again, there are so many, there are thousands of suppliers. So we are also doing that. We are actually helping our customers use certified ingredients. So we can certify the ingredients, tell them, okay, this is the recipe, and these are the ingredients you can use. The other question that gets asked to me is, can we personalize? Yes, but that's in the future when we have clear regulations. So the value that we are creating for our customers, R&D, reduced development time, high probability of success in clinical trials, FDA compliance, premium pricing. And for the end customer, like you, the consumer, we are making sure that the ingredients are GeneTune certified, are technology certified, and they're science-backed, differentiated products. Thank you very much for your attention, and ask any questions. And thank you, JobCase and Mass Innovation, for having us and for the fantastic sushi.
little bit more on the genomic aspect of how it plays into your company.
Right.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the question is, what is the role of genomics in our technology? So we have identified the effect of about 250 different herbs and their extracts, about 35 different micronutrients on about 20,000 human genes. So we know how those herbs affect human genes. On the other hand, we have signatures, molecular and genomic signatures for about 25 to 30 different chronic conditions and just wellness conditions. So then we match those two things together and then we can spit out the recipe. We know what's wrong in a chronic condition, we know what herbs can affect that. And so we have made those databases relational, created algorithms around them.
Got one.
What about absorption?
Yeah, so this question comes up all the time. What we are testing is actually the ingredients before they get absorbed, before you think about the whole system. Right now there is nothing. There's not much science that gets done even at that level. So if we know that even if those ingredients don't affect even at the basic level, then absorption is not going to matter. There are a lot of ingredients. Actually on our table we have turmeric, which has a big problem in bioavailability, and there are companies who are trying to make them into something else and try to increase their absorption. But what we are doing is very basic, very fundamental. Do these ingredients have a positive effect or not, or do they have any bad effect? That's all we are testing.
Thank you.